Okay. So Blake Lively's lawyers brought a motion to compel. It's a joint stipulated motion to compel, so Lively's arguments are in there, as well as a private investigation firm hired by Justin Baldoni and the Wayfarer team's lawyers. It's pretty well settled precedent that investigation and the investigative materials would be covered under work product doctrine. And they get a subpoena from Lively's lawyers, and they respond back basically saying no responsive documents to 6, I think they said 6, 9, and 10. And for the rest, it's covered by work product, attorney-client privilege. And Lively's argument is basically, we don't have to believe you. So they bring this motion to compel. And, the things that stand out to me are they cherry pick things from Sourced Intelligence, who's the private investigator's website, one of them being digital erasure. And they say, well, this just proves that you are a part of an untraceable retaliation. Retaliation from what? They still haven't shown us that any protective activity went on. I digress. So they say, well, you do digital erasure. And Sourced Intelligence responds with, yes, digital erasure of private information that people don't want on the internet, like their address or their relatives' addresses. We don't do retaliation. We don't do the things that you're claiming that we would have done. None of this is relevant, and it's all covered by work product. Attorney-client privilege. And Lively's lawyers say, well, then give us a privilege log. And Sourced Intelligence says, hey, we're in the Ninth Circuit. We don't have to do that under Ninth Circuit law. Shout out to the Ninth Circuit. That's my circuit. I love her. Little interesting that they're making that argument when Ezra Hudson herself works in the Ninth Circuit and knew or should have known that they don't have to provide that. So really this whole thing is, it reads like paranoia, truly. It reads like they have convinced themselves that it's possible to do something without leaving a digital footprint on the internet. And now they are just a conspiratorial hammer looking for conspiratorial nails. It is paranoia at its finest, truly. Like this motion to compel is embarrassing. And I don't know how else to say it. They start off strong with Blake Lively is being retaliated against because her and others made sexual harassment claims on the set of It Ends With Us. Are the others in the room with us? Who are the others? We've seen no evidence of a claim of sexual harassment on the set of It Ends With Us, other than the 17-point list, and that's not protected activity per Blake Lively's own lawyers. So where is it? Who is the other person? It's the stretches of the imagination that they go through. And Sourced Intelligence even kind of takes a dig at Blake Lively, where they essentially say, one would hope that she had evidence before she brought her claims, instead of bringing claims and then seeking evidence to match those claims. Which, the more we see evidence of what happened on the set of It Ends With Us, the more we see that what happened was Blake inexplicably decided to start a smear campaign of the director and her co-lead of the movie. Why? I don't know. Maybe she doesn't want the box office numbers. But in response, he's allowed to defend himself. That's not retaliation. And more, that's what we're seeing what happened. And more, what we're seeing is Blake Lively is accusing others of doing what she does, and her lawyers are accusing other lawyers of doing what they do. And from my perspective, I don't know, man. I'd be looking to settle. I'd be begging somebody to let me dismiss this case, because this fishing expedition, and that's what Sourced Intelligence calls this subpoena, it's a fishing expedition. And